You've finally done it. You've poured your savings, your sweat, and literally countless late nights into getting your new small business off the ground. The open sign is officially up. But, you know, what happens when the unexpected actually strikes? In this explainer, the Business Insurance Blueprint, we are going to build your ultimate safety net so you can actually focus on growing your dream rather than worrying about the disasters. Here is our quick roadmap to completely demystify this topic. We're going to cover, number 1, the reality of risk. Number 2, the mechanics of insurance. Number 3, your core insurance toolkit. Number 4, understanding costs and claims. And finally, number 5, avoiding common rookie mistakes. Let's get right into it. Section 1, the reality of risk. Balancing your dreams with unexpected threats. Look, your hard work deserves a safety net. So I want you to really think about this for a second. Could your new business survive a major lawsuit or a disaster? Picture this. A customer slips in your bakery, a fire breaks out overnight, or hackers steal all your client data. For a lot of new businesses out there, the honest answer is, sadly, no way. It is the classic founder's myth of invincibility, right? Nothing bad will happen to me. And hey, you absolutely have to be optimistic to start a business in the first place. But the stark reality is that risks exist everywhere. Whether you're a local cafe owner or freelance designer, just one lawsuit or out-of-pocket disaster can bankrupt you before you even really get going. Section 2, the mechanics of insurance, how the safety net actually works. Once you understand the underlying mechanics, insurance starts to feel a lot less like a sunk cost and way more like a strategic investment. It really all comes down to premiums. These are just small, predictable amounts of money paid by thousands of businesses into a large collective pool. Honestly, this is the magic trick of insurance. You pay a highly predictable cost today just to avoid a totally business-ending disaster tomorrow. Now, you might be wondering, it seems like paying out massive claims would be a terrible business model, right? How do they even survive? Well, insurers use vast amounts of statistical data to estimate the exact likelihood of accidents. It's a system based entirely on highly calculated risk, not just arbitrary fees. As long as they do the math right, their business stays afloat, and more importantly, your safety net stays intact. Moving on to Section 3, your core insurance toolkit, what you actually need. Okay, this is the most actionable part of our explainer. Here are the 5 absolute essential policies every new small business owner needs to know about. General liability, property insurance, workers' compensation, professional liability, and cyber insurance. Let's break these down real quick so you have the right tools at your disposal. First up is your physical bedrock, general liability. This covers third-party injuries and property damage, like that slip and fall example we talked about earlier, paying for medical expenses, legal fees, and court judgments. You'll want to pair that with property insurance, which replaces your physical assets. If a fire destroys your backroom inventory or your office laptops, this is the specific tool that replaces them. Next is workers' compensation. Listen, if you have employees, this is absolutely vital. It helps cover medical bills, rehabilitation costs, and lost wages for employees injured on the job. This is just a brilliant dual-purpose tool because it protects the physical and financial well-being of the people who work hard for you while simultaneously shielding your business's bank account from massive direct medical costs. But of course, your toolkit depends entirely on your trade. A physical operation, like a family-owned contracting crew, obviously needs robust general liability and workers' comp. But what if you're a freelance consultant working from a home office? Well, if a client claims your advice caused them a massive financial loss, general liability won't help you at all. You need professional liability, which is also known as errors and omissions insurance. Finally, we have the modern necessity. Cyber insurance. This protects against the rapidly growing threat of data theft, ransomware, and operational disruption. And I need to give you a crucial warning here. Hackers don't just target mega corporations anymore. They frequently target small mom-and-pop shops and new founders specifically because they often lack that enterprise-level IT security. Section 4, understanding costs and claims. Looking behind the curtain. Let's demystify the math of your premiums. What exactly drives your costs up or down? First, it's your industry type. A roofing business obviously carries higher risk than a bookkeeping service. Second is your size. More employees usually equals more exposure. Third, your location and revenue volume play a huge part. And finally, your claims history. Past claims indicate a higher likelihood of future risk. It's pure logic, really, not guesswork. So what actually happens when you need to use this safety net? The claims process is highly structured and really reliable. First, you report the incident.
Next, the insurer investigates to gather the facts and thoroughly reviews all your documentation. If it's covered, the compensation is approved and the payout is issued. The entire system is built to do one thing: get you back to running your business.
Section 5. Avoiding common rookie mistakes. Protecting your bottom line. Okay, let's make sure you get some highly actionable advice here to avoid the classic traps that catch out so many new founders. First, buying the absolute cheapest policy is a very, very dangerous temptation. Low cost almost always means severely limited survival protection. Second, not reviewing your coverage annually. Remember, as your small business grows, your risks evolve. Also, don't ignore cyber risks. Don't underinsure your business assets. And please, always read the fine print on those policy exclusions.
This brings us to a core philosophy for the entrepreneurial mindset. Business insurance isn't about avoiding every problem, it's about surviving them. You simply cannot control everything, but you can buy stability, confidence, and peace of mind. And that allows you to stop worrying about those worst-case scenarios and focus 100% of your energy and passion on growing your dream. Because at the end of the day, success isn't just about making money. Are you ready to protect what you've built? Your new small business represents your savings, your sweat, and your financial future. Don't leave its survival up to chance. Review your specific risks, get your core toolkit in place, and safeguard your success. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer. Now go take that critical next step.